Good evening, Pisces. Welcome to Spiritual Warriors Tarot. This will be your zodiacal reading for the month of December 2022. Now, Pisces, I bought Britney Spears Oracle deck because I couldn't help myself. And I drew a card for you. And I drew the cusp. Let's see what it has to say. Alright? The cusp. I'm Not a Girl, Not Yet a Woman is one of Britney's most famous introspective ballads, a song that perfectly exemplified where the star was at that pivotal moment in her life. The third album, Britney, was a departure from the sugary pop of her previous two efforts. Britney was experimenting with new sounds and new producers and entering a new chapter of her career. She was in control and calling the shots, but that didn't mean she didn't question life and feel uncertain. The cusp is for moments when you're on the edge of major change. You may not be standing atop a canyon like Brit in the video, but you're making moves. Look inward and let the lessons of your past prepare you for the future. I like that. I like that for you very much, Gemini. Excuse me. Pisces, I like that for you very much. The cusp. Making moves, look inward. Okay, let's get the reading started. Call upon thee, that thou will send Haru, the great angel that is set over the operation of this secret wisdom, to lay his hands invisibly upon these consecrated cards of art, that thereby we may obtain knowledge of hidden things to the glory of thine ineffable name. Amen. Okay, Pisces, a little house cleaning. If you'd like to schedule a personal reading with me, all my contact info should be in the description box. Website, phone number, stuff like that. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving and are having a good Sagittarius season as well. This would be a Tree of Life reading, Tree of Life spread, you could call it that. And we will be using Thoth Tarot. Beyond that, we'll just see what the cards have to say for you. Thanks a lot for being here. Really appreciate it. And it's good to see you, Pisces. Let's get started. Spirit, what do we have for Pisces in pure consciousness, please? The Magus, aka the Magician. Excuse me. Okay, Wisdom, actions you can take. The Observer as well, please. Death, Sagittarian energy. Excuse me. Scorpio energy. Okay. Binah, understanding, things you need to understand in the month of December. Also what is being observed. Please. Chariot, Cancerian energy. Cool. Crossing the abyss into Wisdom. Chesed, things you need to be grateful for. Please. Nine of Cups. Jupiter in Pisces. Happiness. Excuse me. Okay. Up next we have Strengths. Severity. Challenges you may face. The objective world as well. Please. Three of Swords. Jupiter in Libra. Lord of Sorrow. Curious. Up next we have Tiferet, the Sun, your advice from Spirit, and your beauty, please. Two of Swords, Moon in Libra, peace. Alright. Up next are your thoughts and emotions, the will and the what, please. Prince of Cups, airy part of water. Up next is the methods or means, where and the how. And I just realized I haven't been telling you all the planets that rule all these different locations. But we move on. Alright, so it is ruled by Mercury. It is 3 of discs, Lord of great works, Capricorn energy. Your rulership is Jupiter. Your exaltation is Venus. Okay. Just don't want to forget. Alright. Your subconscious beliefs, your Christ consciousness, your personal subconscious, your inner child, the sod, your foundation, ruled by the moon, please. Funny. Princess of Swords. I do the same card in the same place for myself today. Pisces. Alright, last but not least, overall energy, overall outcome. Malkuth, the kingdom, your embodiment. Ruled by the earth, please. 10 of Wands, Lord of oppression. Sagittarius energy. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Pisces, for being here. Let's get right into it. Alright. Oh, touch the face. Okay. The head of the tree. You have the Magus here, or the Magician. I like the Magician better because Magus just kind of sounds like, I don't know, not fun. Not a fun word to say. But yeah, he's like the Magician, right? He rules all. He rules the cups. He rules the wands. He rules. Where's the other ones? Well, they're here. They're here. There's a lot to this card. Yeah, it's at the head of your tree. It's in your pure consciousness. So I'd say this month you're dealing with a lot of people, a lot of communication, as it were. Maybe certain projects that you put into motion in months prior are starting to take form, as it were. You're starting to take off on something in your career or a relationship. It's always career and relationship. It's never a third thing. But yeah, Magus has to do with being able to do anything you need to do or want to do. Not because of magic, but because you believe you can do so. Right? You rule all the different suits. And since you believe you can do something, you probably can do whatever that thing is. Especially if this is in your pure consciousness, right at the top of the tree. Number one. It's a good look. It's a good look for the tree. It's a good look for you, Pisces. Magus at the top of the tree, taken off. And this is Mercury energy, mercurial energy, you could say if you wanted to, which again deals with communication. So that being said, you're either speaking to yourself in a very direct manner this way or speaking to others in a very skilled way. Alright, so that's the Magician at the head of your tree, or Magus. And we move on. To your wisdom, your actions you can take. The Death card. Now, Death card has to do with, no, I'm just kidding. Transformation, becoming something new. The end of one thing and the beginning of another, right? Because when we die, just this is what dies. What we are just becomes something else. Energy cannot be destroyed, it can only be transformed. And that's what this card is about, right? We have the snake here. I'm not sure exactly what the snake is about, but I do know the fish here has to do with death, because when it's time to change something, you can almost smell it, and you know, dead fish, they stink. And when something stinks, something's got to be changed. It's time to do something, right? So this is coming up under the divine masculine in the tree. I'd say that it's time for a change for you. It's pretty simple. Maybe it's a change in romantic partners. Maybe it's a change of scenery. Maybe it's a change in location. Maybe it's time to move somewhere else. But it's time to become something else, something new. Whatever that is for you, I feel like you would know that better than I can, right? I could guess all day what it is you need to change. Even if you were here and I knew you very well, I could say you have to change this and you have to change that, and that wouldn't be helpful either. So just know that wise money says that you could, if you wanted to, make a change in your life, and it would probably be beneficial to do so. All right, Pisces. All right, let's move on to Binah, understanding, ruled by Saturn, Chariot, Cancerian energy. Now the Chariot, or the Charioteer, as you can see here, he's in a gold armor, right? Because we Cancers, we're very emotional, so we guard our emotions with armor. Kind of like the Emperor in Rider-Waite-Smith with his armor. He's got, oh man, so many different things I've read that he has here. I like to think, well, I like the one that says he's got the Wheel of Fortune right there in his hand, and he's in control of his own fortune, or her own fortune. We got the Cancer Crab right up here, 4 different wheels signifying balance in the areas of emotion, thought, body, and spirit. No. It's mind, body, yes, spirit, and emotion. Sorry. So yeah, and the 4 pillars there too, and we have the Sphinxes here that will carry the Chariot, and some are dark, some are light. Again, it's a card of balance, and this card making fast decisions very quickly. Same thing. So, I feel like this card is saying it's time to make a choice, right? It's time to make a choice and to stick with it. Now you have the Magus in your pure consciousness, so it's definitely the time to do that, right? Because movement, communication is big for movement. Communication is big for anything successful. The old time San Antonio Spurs, when they had Tim Duncan and Tony Parker, they were a great team because they would always talk on the court, right? They would talk to each other and they would know their plays, and that's why they worked well as a team. Now you are working well as a team within yourself, so to speak. I see here on the tree, right? With the Magus in your pure consciousness, it's time for a change on the pure masculine side of the tree, which is also the side of mercy. Side of mercy. And this is the side of severity. So it's almost like you want to get going on something. You want to get going on a project, get going on a move, get going on a relationship perhaps. This is well dignified, elementally speaking. But for the Cancer in you, so to speak, it's time to go. It's time to get going. It's time to get in that cart, in that chariot, get your armor on, get that Wheel of Fortune in your hands, and boom, get going on whatever it is you need to do. That's what I'm picking up here, at least intuitively. Pisces. Whatever that thing is for you. We carry on. Hot tea. And we cross it into the abyss. All right. The objective world. Oh, right. Also, the observer, right? The observed. This is you seeing that you need to make a change. The observed is, how do I do that? Cancer, Scorpio. Just so you see what I see. Okay. This is the subjective world. This is what you need to be grateful for. And again, it's on the divine masculine side, the mercy side, the kind of play it safe side, right? And it's happiness. And this is that good happiness, right? It's even better than the 10 of Cups, because this is the kind of happy where it's like, oh, that looks so good, that looks so juicy, we're gonna eat this, it's gonna be awesome, yes! Right? And then the 10 of Cups is like, oh, all right, we drank it, we ate it, and that was too much, we shouldn't have done that maybe, okay, but we're cool, we're all right, it's okay. This is kind of right where you want to be. Jupiter, which is your rulership. Yes, was I checking my notes? Yes, I was. Was it not a little unprofessional? Yes, it was. Do we move on? Yes, we can. We move on. All right, Jupiter in Pisces. And this is your rulership, and it's under Jupiter. which I already said. Okay, so the universe is it's going to make you happy. I'm not promising you anything, but it's in the place in the tree, and your rulership is kind of, it's almost like you can't control it. It's just guiding you to a place of happiness. So this change, this quick decision, this communication, I'd say is taking you to a place that you really want to be. Even if you can't see the whole picture yet, you see everything you need to see, emotionally speaking. Happiness. That's definitely something to be grateful for, Pisces. Now it gets interesting. All right. Under severity, challenges you may face. Boom. 3 of Swords, Lord of Sorrow. It's a card of heartache, of pain, of realizing that something is probably over and it hurts. This card has come up for me a lot lately, and I've been going through some stuff. I'm going through some stuff, and oh, it's not easy. It hurts like a mofo. Good thing about this card is it says that it's kind of a natural pain, and that if observed correctly and worked through correctly, it can be healed, right? We have the 2 swords here, bent, right, corroding, sticking to this nice flower, and then this one here just right in the center. It's like, ow, darn, damn, okay. So maybe you're making a change in your relationships, and it hurts. Maybe you're making a change with friendships, and that could hurt even worse. Maybe you're leaving a place that you've lived for a very, very, very long time, and it's not so easy to say goodbye. I'm getting a goodbye kind of thing here, especially with the Magus in your pure consciousness, right? You have the ability to do anything you want. So if it's the ability to close the book on something, it's probably going to bring about the ouchies. But you feel like if it is the time to do it, if there is a time to do it, now is the time to do it. Because I have the ability to do anything I want because I believe I can, and I can communicate that not only to myself, but to whoever else I have to. And this is ruled by Mars, which is a planet of survival, of will, of getting stuff done. So it's like, oh God, okay, I gotta do this. Oh, it's gonna hurt like a mofo, but I have to do this. I've gotta leave him, I've gotta leave her. I gotta tell Frankie I can't hang out tonight. I can't hang out any other night because I'm moving, Frankie. I'm sorry, I gotta go. I love you too, Frank. I don't know. We can watch Marvel, on the phone. We do it some other way. I know it won't be the same, Frankie. I know it hurts. It's just an example. There is no Frankie, but that's this kind of pain. All right? It's almost inevitable. All right? We all experience it, and it's not going to be too easy to face, Pisces. For that, you have my empathy. I truly do. All right. We carry on. So your advice from Spirit, Tippereth, ruled by the Sun, 2 of Swords, Moon and Libra, excuse me, Peace. Okay, so you have 2 swords here, and they are piercing this thing, which is like a flower, yes? Yes, it is a flower, okay. And the flower symbolizes wisdom, and yeah, we got the 2 little daggers here, right? And the Moon and Libra. So peace, yeah. This is the kind of peace that comes from doing something, actually. John Wick 3, if you want peace, prepare for war. Actually, the first Punisher said that. I'm sure it's been said ages and ages before, but that's what comes to mind when I see this card, right? It's the kind of peace that you have when you're focusing on one thing and one thing only. Now, so far in the reading, I see that there's change, there's movement, there's joy, and there's heartache. So the best thing for you to do, this is well dignified by the way, the best thing for you to do is to stay focused. Stay focused on the move, stay focused on the packing, stay focused on calling the guys for the drivers, right? If it's not that, if it's a job, stay focused on where it is, right? Get a transportation there. If it's a relationship, you stay focused on the, I gotta say this to the guy, I gotta say this to the girl, and then I gotta leave, I gotta pack my stuff. Even though it's gonna hurt very much. So I'm getting emotional here, don't know why. Even though it may hurt very much, Spirit wants you to know, if you can stay focused, and you can, the universe wants you to, it's a good look to stay focused this month. The Two of Swords, peace, and it will bring you a sense of peace. Okay? Alright, continue. For your thoughts and emotions, look at this. We have the Prince of Cups. Now, Prince of Cups is coming up under the place of Venus, planet of love, and a whole bunch of other stuff that comes with love. Okay. Now, the Prince of Cups, he's okay as a person, right? He's the airy part of water, right? He's the king of cups in other decks, but here, look, he's doing okay, but he's having a bit of a rough time, right? He's got his chariot, right? And he's trying to fly over water, right? But also on the water. And it's kind of hard, right? He's got this cup right here, and he's got this snake, right? That's coming up out of the cup, and he's doing his little chant here, right? And he's got this eagle thing that's pulling him forward, right? And he looks cool as hell doing it, right? He's very zenned out. But every time I see him, he just looks like this. Come on, guys, come on. This isn't a good idea. Why aren't we doing this on land? Okay, that's just my little thing. All right, so we have all the air back here, and the air is flowing over water. The idea here is that for your thoughts and emotions, again, this is tricky. This is all very tricky, right? You have to make a change, and you're making the decision to make it. You're making the decision to make it. You're making the decision to move on. It's going to bring you joy. It's going to bring you sorrow. It's kind of feeling, right? A lot of emotions. I don't know what to do with all these emotions, right? Relax. Stay focused on one task at a time, right? Don't worry about all the water. Now, this is also well dignified, so good on you. Prince of Cups, at least for me, when it comes up, it's when I have to do something. It's just like, again, I don't want to do this, but I'm going to have to do this to secure my own future, right? To do what serves me best. I have to do this. I have to ride the water. I have to ride the wave. I might suck. I might get wet. I might get a little, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Because it's what's best. It's what's best for you, Pisces. Okay? As for the eagle on your head, the little bird thing, it's an interesting choice by Crowley, definitely. I'm sure it has some kind of symbolic meaning, and it's just escaping me. I just kind of noticed that it's on his head, and it looks a little silly. We'll move on. Methods or means. 3 of discs. All right, Capricorn energy. Now, the 3 of discs is called the Lord of Great Works. And what you have here is a pyramid from way, 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 way up above perspective. And we have 3 different discs there. And also we have all this gray liquid metal stuff. And this kind of symbolizes how when you focus in on something really intently, everything else just kind of dissolves and goes away, right? It becomes this stuff that just really doesn't matter. That being said, again, I'm getting this energy of you need to focus, right? You need to focus on what brings you happiness and joy in the times when you can, right? If you have a job you love, do that when you're not doing relationship stuff, and vice versa. And this is coming up under the way. This is also coming up under Mercury, which again deals with communication. And you have that in spades with the Magus and your pure consciousness. So also do the work, right? If you're ending a relationship, do the work. Tell the guy, tell the girl, this is how I feel. I'm sorry, I'm out of here, right? If you're changing jobs, tell them, look, I gotta get out of here, right? I love you guys, but this isn't doing it for me. Here's my 2 weeks notice, right? Do the work. Or if you're in a job like I said, you really like, and you're in this kind of energy of just heartache and pain, right? Focus on your work, and that's how you will work through it, or get through it. Okay? Alright, we continue. Okay, yeah. Subconscious. We have the Princess of Swords. Now the Princess of Swords, all right, see she's on a chimney here and it's falling, but she's jumping, right? And she has the sword, right, ready to attack, but also kind of blocking her, right? She's agile, she's quick, she's pretty, and she kind of goes on and on and on. And she's the purest expression of the energy, of the air energy, the mental energy. Every time I find the Princess of Cups, I always have an energy of just nag, 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 nag. Something is nagging at my head, right? And for you, this is coming in your subconscious, right back here, Pisces, which is the moon. And the moon card, which is your card, that's what rules this. So, again, I feel like for you, there's something in your head saying, you got to do this, you have to do this. Princess of Swords, pure expression of that energy. What are you thinking? What are you doing? Why aren't you making that change? Why don't you see here or smell here that something stinks? And it's time to move on. Or maybe you don't want to listen to the princess because maybe you already have a lot to be grateful for. And maybe you just can't deal with this kind of energy right now, especially during the holidays. Are you kidding me, princess? Come on. And I feel for you, Pisces, I do. But, and this is your exaltation. This is where you want to, exaltation is kind of where you want to chill out when you're not doing your rulership stuff. All right? Prince of Cups is your exaltation. So it's like, okay, I hear you, princess. I hear you. I'm on it. I want to do this. It's going to hurt, but I'm on it. Prince of Cups, let's go. Let's do the work, right? Let's do the work. Let's do what we have to do. Because I know in the back of my mind, the little princess is not going to stop yap, right? She's going to tell me things are collapsing, things are falling apart. What's going on up there? Okay, princess, I hear you. I hear you. I'm up. Let's do it. I got it. It's fine. It's okay. Just want to remind you that that is your exaltation, where you want to be. Subconscious beliefs. All right. We continue. Your overall outcome, your overall energy, what all the tree is adding up to in the material world, the earth. 10 of Wands, depression. Now this can be of two energies. This could be of the energy of you holding yourself back from a whole bunch of explosive energy, right, in the background, or you kind of just pushing yourself almost over your limit to get something done. I believe it's Sagittarian energy. And I'd say, by the look of the tree here, if you could see it, it's probably the latter. It's probably the latter, because you're making a move, you're dealing with a change, right? And it sucks, we got the word sorrow here, but you're staying focused. You're making the hard moves. You're not ignoring your subconscious, putting in the work, and you're communicating everything, especially to yourself. Now, as far as path work goes, yours is from the 7 to the 10, or Nektok to Malkuth, excuse me. All right, so this is your path. Prince of Cups to oppression. I have to do something. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be an easy ride. It's going to be a bumpy ride emotionally. There's going to be some moments. I'm going to take this chariot, this stupid looking eagle thing, high eagle, I'm sorry, but all right, let's get it, right? And we'll get this snake, however it goes, and we're going to travel over this water. And we're going to go to oppression because I have what it takes. And it's almost like if I don't make this journey, then I will be definitely oppressed. If I stay in this place with the smelly fish, if I don't take the chariot, if I don't listen to the magus, if I don't listen to the Princess of Swords in the back of my head, then I truly will not have peace. this is my path. This is your path. And we have blue and orange here. That, spiritually speaking, that's a dynamic combo. That's Michael Bay at his best. I'm not even joking. But yeah, this is your path. I've been learning about paths and the Hebrew language and the Tree of Life, so I just want to let you know that. That's your path. So you go from the Prince of Cups to oppression. So it looks like you're making some big changes here, some tough decisions, but it looks like it's been a long time coming for you, Pisces. So I want to say congratulations, but I don't want to be insincere and inconsiderate about it. And don't forget about Brittany here, right? The cusp, right? She's not a girl, not yet a woman. She's making the changes. When you need to, think about her on that big mountaintop, right? When she's going through that very special change, because you are also going through a very special change. And it's time. All right. That's the reading. Thank you for being here, Pisces. I really appreciate it. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like what I do here on the channel, please hit the subscribe button to help it grow nice and big and healthy. And have a nice holiday season. Until next time, sayonara. Don't get on you, Pisces. Love you so much. Bye-bye.